Всем привет, ребят, с вами Колосс. Поставьте, ребят,
Well, if it
лайки.
ain't DB
Сразу
Milver
говорю.
Street's newest sycophant. I'm Officer
вообще
Babylon
кто?
Carr,
Тетя
and you
Космос?
can consider
Тетя
that introduction
Космос.
the start and end of our personable relationship. If you'd spoken with me like I suggested, mayhaps the two of us could bandy words, but you didn't. And taking sides with Milver Street means I got no use for you.
Дай пойти. Это Outer Worlds 2. Крайне сомнительная игра. И чё? Что здесь надо было делать? Да, ребят, кстати, поставьте лайк сразу. Хотите дизлайк, там, комментарий, еще что-нибудь.
Commander, your munition supplies are low. It is best we discuss acquiring more ammunition when we are next traveling together.
Я играть хочу. Что я здесь делаю вообще, ребят? Так, может вообще поговорить с кем-то надо? Или что?
Auntie, you scared the living daylights out of me. Shouldn't sneak up on a man like that. Good way to earn a bullet betwixt the eyes. Guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Just mistook you for another unfleshly manifestation. Look, I know how it sounds, like I'm a few crabbles short of a hurt, but just hear me out. It all started the other night. I saw a personage leaving the greenhouse, late. Figured it for Emily, but when I asked her about it, she didn't know what I was talking about. Happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but lost him hereabouts. I turned a corner and they'd up and vanished. Or maybe this entity only had the strength to manifest but briefly on this mortal coil. Communication would have proven too difficult for a being of pure information. Well, maybe. I still don't know all the particulars yet. But it's one theory.
No. Давай.
I certainly won't say no to having a fresh set of lamps on the scene. Just be careful. Hate to see you disappeared like that foodstuffs.
Так, товары. Так, что здесь? Сообщение. Ничего. О, можно стрельнуть. Что здесь? Еще стрельнуть? Жалко. Ничего больше стрельнуть нельзя. Да, ребят, напишите сразу. Как вам, в принципе, игра? Тут очень прикольная система в взломе. Так, что здесь, в принципе, можно еще получать? Я же, по-моему, сюда заходил, да? Ничего себе.
My cover story has worked.
О,
I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. It seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me, though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters. I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. And I am the only one in a position to act upon it, though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I?
Итак, последняя запись.
I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky. But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it?
У меня, наверное, такое ощущение, то, что они, я имею в виду актер, вот реально старались только для пролога. И все. Так, что еще? Нет. Причем старались чисто для пролога, больше ничего не было. Так, сюда нет. Потом выходит тот Говард и говорит, а нафиг нам, в принципе, актер нужен.
Did pulverizing them suffice? No, I couldn't liquefy them. Apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're a genius.
Что с волосами-то?
Approach with less haste next time, won't you? Copernicus may be tame, but he still doesn't take kindly to being startled.
Ну, давай, приятно
I
познакомиться.
am Ethel Tinsley, chimeric scientist. I'm responsible for taming this delightful raptidon here. He will protect our fair town from his feral brethren in the wilds. Theoretically. Officer Carr has been in a state waiting for me to train the raptidons to, maul on command. It's rather pressing, and alas, one scientist-turned-tamer can only do so much. One might say I'm perhaps a bit on edge. Folk here have grown weary, shall we say, with the war effort, and with avoiding Carr and the minister's would-be fisticuffs. No, I don't believe it is. That's what the Protectorate announcers wanted us to believe anyway, before Auntie showed us the truth. No, this is quite abnormal, I'm sure. Anyhow, all I know is that if they were to begin working with each other, the mood in town would certainly be merrier. Or something akin to it. Well, I was a subject once. Despite my talents, the plan dictated that I should be relegated to programming cleaning mechs. Bah. But then, Auntie's choice came along and offered to transform our lives for the better. I chose to accept. And look where I am today. Over the last year, I have climbed the rungs of my division through the sheer merit of my work. I have finally earned the respect I was always due.
Не могу тебя осуждать.
So you must understand what my position exemplifies and why my work has become my pride. When I embraced Antes, I was given latitude to better myself. My dreams and abilities were my only limit. That's the beauty of Antes' choice. Everyone can make of their lives what they wish. Ask any of the other Protectorate subjects who converted, and they'd echo my words. When one can allow their ambitions to show, that is true freedom.
Говоришь, тетя Космос тебя
They
спасла?
did. I
Что
was
за
in a
тетя
dreadful
Космос?
state before the invasion. I fear I was close to disappearing myself. The Sovereign claims to provide for all of our needs. But without freedom and autonomy, I could not find happiness. In any case, I do hope I've satisfied your curiosity. The war effort and liberating the rest of the Protectorate waits for no one, you understand?
Ну, давай.
I would never imply such a thing. I'm sure the Minister and Officer Carr have only our best interests at heart. Though I must admit, their continuing quarrels give me trepidation. I'm unused to the way things are done here, I suppose. The Protectorate leadership never behaved in such a manner. So I should return to the Protectorate and accept swift death for desertion? Certainly not. I would much rather stay here, continue my work, and hope my leaders can reach an accord.
Она типа это
Challenging
запомнит,
though
да?
it may be, one wishes to woo Protectorate subjects to our ranks. The other wishes to secure a decisive victory with weaponry and technology. As for which approach is best, I wish I knew.
Так, уже подобрел.
I see. I hope his spirits may be sustained. I have grown fond of the Minister, but I cannot help but wonder if he fully understands how proud the Protectorate are. It takes great courage or desperation to acknowledge the wrongs of one's society, and even more to leave it entirely. He may find that courage to be rarer than he thinks, or perhaps he will manage to prove me wrong with his powers of persuasion yet again. How I would welcome it in this case.
Ну, давай.
I wish you luck, as it were. We seem to very much need it.
Так, идем все-таки на квест. Так. Куда? А как подняться? Ребят, вы... Да, напишите в комментариях после того, как я уже пройду. Он даже прыгать не умеет. Да, видите? Да, ребят, поставьте лайки, напишите в комментариях, то, что я, в принципе, страдаю вот в это недоразумение только ради вас. Серьезно. Высокая... О! Куда не видели? Ладно, пошлите дальше. возле меня кто-то вступился, да? А, здорово. А мне что-нибудь дайте полутать? Да-да-да. Ребят, молодцы, вы справились. Ребят, вы лучше помогите. Я серьезно. Ай. Ребят, я не успел. А чё, ребят, я пытался там пройти? Там, где мины-то. Серьезно, мост смирение. Что?
You there. Keep your head.
О,
Stranger,
здорово.
consider yourself lucky that I've been ordered to not open fire unless fired upon. I will not suffer an outsider to trespass and trample further through our lands. Turn back from this bridge now, lest my ever-depleting prudence be spent. If you are not a loyal Protectorate subject, you will not cross this bridge. Be grateful I do not judge with such haste as my superior to the north, Brigadier Montelli. He's been fervent of late, looking for any Protectorate subjects who have displayed disloyalty in his estimation.
Так, и что мне делать, когда их
Any associations with wrongdoers results in swift execution. That has, unfortunately, put many folk in his sights, myself included. And so we wait for the proverbial axe to fall. You actually believe you can contend with him. You are mistaken. He'll cut you open gleefully, then issue you demerits for bleeding on the floor. And you also have no business at the relay, as far as I can surmise.
У вас приказ, мы можем
You dare to
договориться.
propose an arrangement? I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate. I know of 2 traitors who yet remain on this island. Bring them to me, and I'll dispose of them before the Brigadier questions my loyalty and deems me guilty by association. In return, I shall grant you clearance to cross the bridge. Fair exchange, wouldn't you say? I commend you for your eager interest. I think 2 traitors in particular. First is Ida Rutledge, a worker at Spire Grove. I once had utmost respect for her. We were, oh, damn it all, we were friends. When the Grove went silent during the invasion, I assumed she'd fought to the death as any subject would. But reportedly, she's not only failed to die, but is also teaching the enemy soldiers how to use the equipment. Conspiring against us. Such treachery is unconscionable.
Так, принято,
The
кто
second
следующий?
traitor I seek is Charlton Weintrot of Westport. He is unfortunately my cousin, and most assuredly a disgrace to our line. He too failed to die defending his home during the invasion alongside the other residents of Westport. They'll be seen to in time. But Charlton, well, I must deal with him personally. Oh, how I anticipate wiping that smug expression off his face. Are these orders clear? Your humor leaves much to be desired. But so long as you deliver what I seek, I will resist opening fire in retribution. Now go. Remember, once I have both traitors apprehended, you may cross the bridge. But beware if you step out of line. Other subjects may not be so generous with their deal-making as I. Farewell.
Ладно, давайте. Приведи туда. Давайте. Ладно, пошли. Качался. Здесь осталось, в принципе, все то, что я в первой части хотел. Это сходи туда, сходи обратно. Просто потому что, как бы, да. О. А, типа в город. Интересно, кстати, а где-то можем патрончиком разжиться?
Ask them defectors if they miss anything about Protectorate life.
10 bits, they said community.
А, только оптимизацию на средних компах не завезли еще. Для элитных геймеров сейчас игры делают. Как это парашу. Только для элитных, запомните, ребят. Так, что еще? Шпиц. Так, что здесь еще? Что-то еще? О, я починил, ребят, видите?
No, Jackson, don't! Don't fret. With these boots, I can fly! Ah! Don't me, Jackson! You're too young to be a crater in the dirt!
Что за кипиш? Серьезно, такая клавиатура?
Jackson? Pal? Are you breathing? Say something! Oh, law. I can't believe he jumped that way.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but are they gonna put us to the gallows for this?
What? No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice, Liza. We might be looking at a pretty fierce demotion for losing half our workforce and getting stuck up here, though.
Demotion to fertilizer?
No. Now cease your jawing. This ain't the time. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall? He thought those boots would make him fly, but they really just allow the user to jump repeatedly. Unless their downward velocity is too great. If so, well,
кстати,
you see what
девчонка
happens.
не наша это, главное это, которую мы искали.
Dying, actually. Dying in a fairly slow, agonizing manner. We've been stuck atop this machine since Ida, one of our new Protectorate acquisitions, had her gray matter scrambled by the height, jumped down, and landed right in its gears. That's right. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy, and she seemed happy enough. I can't fathom no sensible motive why she'd jump.
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject. It was part of the endless inculcation we endured in the Protectorate. It can prove insurmountable for some.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive and climbing the corporate ladder, it's just impossible to cognize.
Итак.
There ain't no way off this platform besides jumping, and you've seen how that ends. But you being down there makes you uniquely qualified to help us. The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery we'd spotted on a little table halfway up the spire.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to... well, to grind old Ida out of the gears.
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well, overload the drive and burn it out all permanent-like. But desperate times and all that.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate of our 2 former cohorts.
Итак, мне батя.
Exactly.
Ладно.
Thank the sovereign. Thank you, stranger. We are eagerly anticipating a long life, utterly absent of starvation.
Типа двойной прыжок, да? А где шмотки? А, кстати, реально. Так, куда? О, хань. Ничего себе, какие быстрые прыжки, очень длинные. Так, что здесь еще? Так, что здесь еще?
Oh, you're by our crop of Brachythecium rotabulum. They're found in bandages and burn tinctures.
Так, что здесь? А, рукавики.
If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be a waste.
Так, а. Так, лестница. Ребят, я же говорю то, что как очень длинные прыжки, причем непонятно как.
That's it? It was that easy?
We've certainly found our way into a most harrowing circumstance, At least I'm glad I'm not alone.
Ну, давай.
He hadn't been here terribly long, so we weren't particularly familiar. Like me, he was also former protectorate, but he was not raised in Fairfield, so we'd never met before. Still, he seemed like a friendly, kind sort, albeit a headstrong one. I'm sorry he's
Не ее
gone.
или я ищу?
Please do hurry. I've lost count of how many
Ну,
meals
серьезно,
we've
очень
missed, but
сильно
it is
похоже.
closer to many than a few, and we're starving.
Так, а может с тобой?
That was some impressive climbing. Poor Jackson could have learned a thing or two from you. Starting with the right direction to jump, I suppose. Wonderful. Get us down.
Так, что здесь есть? Вообще ничего. А, типа я собираю какую-то фигню, а у меня хп увеличивается. Так, а что мне здесь вообще найти надо? Так, какая-то хрень происходит. Так, я надеюсь, спускается. Да-да-да. О, кстати, какая-то хрень. А, вот, типа спустилась, да?
Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you reconsider.
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
So, the platform still works? That's amazing! Not that we'll be going up in it again. For that, you deserve a little extra on top of your urgently improvised extortive rate. Thank you again for all your help.
А теперь еще косаря. Косаря метров идти на другую точку. Прикольно. Это...
Not gonna lie, my thoughts are plagued by the notion of perishing atop that picker. Though I can't reconcile. Well, you found her. Or at least most of her. She's the brainwashed lout who opted to jump into the gears of the picker instead of living a rewarding life of self-determinism. Honestly, I shudder with baffled confusion even thinking of such a thing. But I guess that's the benefit of being reared in a society that values our value. Thanks again for getting us off that literal ledge. Though with our gratitude thanks again for getting us off that literal ledge. Though with our thanks again for getting us off that literal ledge. Though with our gratitude meaningfully expressed through the requisite bits, I'm not sure we...
Так, я выполнил задание.
Sure we have anything more to discuss. Thanks again for getting us off that literal ledge. Though with our thanks again for getting us off that literal ledge. Though with our gratitude meaningfully expressed through the requisite bits, I'm not sure we have anything more to discuss. Thanks again for getting us off that literal ledge.
You're
Though
really
with our
something else,
gratitude
stranger.
meaningfully expressed
Thank
through
you
the
for getting
requisite
us down.
bits, I'm not sure we have anything more to discuss.
Так, красава, что здесь будет? Чтобы что делать? Что здесь, в принципе? Его главный механик.
Huh. Oh. Place is not shooting the water anymore. Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile. Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate. You are the raw material for perfection. Apologies, but I don't believe I should be discussing such matters with you without permission. Once you report to the Vigilant, I'd be happy to speak freely. Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
The ecosystem, the native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matrix matriarch, working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed model.
Did you hear? They're letting anyone who wants to.
Что сзади не писать? Хотите дизлайк, что поставь. Вместо лайка.
Glad the wireless told me that I'm happy and everything's splendid. I was tempted to feel sad after the ocean flooded my house.
Individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is
Trust the plan, preserve said progress.
Что есть еще?
Feeling distracted, daydreaming on the job.
My body is covered in burns. Is now a bad time to report myself for mental refreshment? I wouldn't want to be in dictates.
You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. You haven't heard? When Antes invaded, they broke the seawall. Flooded nearly half the town below, where most of the domiciles were. A number of our subjects drowned. Others got concussed, or even crushed. A few were electrocuted or exposed to caustics. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up, so some drank tainted water, which is not good for you at all. I'm glad it's working again. All right. Well, don't let me keep you.
Word on the wireless is that Auntie's prudence dictates we maintain sufficient zeal at all times.
Так, что есть еще? Так, здесь крафтить оружие можно? Как создать? Пофиг.
This unit is currently unavailable for
Это еще зона поиска.
Everything prudence dictates. We cherish all we have. We reject individualism, separately and together.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subjects to the most exalted.
This unit beautifully acknowledges your...
We're all in this together.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere.
I just feel sad for them. It's even in their name.
Almost. Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh?
Through the sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all.
Там вода.
Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan. He floods our houses, which makes more habitat for fish, which offers us more to eat, which gives us the strength to
The wireless said that flooding westward. Do you think our enemies...
May safety, amity, and ease be yours. Prudence dictates that. I'm sure this is all part of the paradigm.
I fear I may be succumbing to...
The matriarch appeared right out of the aether, just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here I am, your innermost thoughts are known to me, and nobody once hears from you again. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintraut. Did I? Not again. Oh, this? It's a birthmark, skin condition, both, about which I am rather sensitive, thank you very kindly.
Disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Say, you are every bit you seem, yes? Thoroughly on the up and up and in no way a hidden agent? It is widely known that a sentinel is required to stand revealed before rendering judgment. Why, a plot point about that featured prominently in the latest episode of I, Red Cloak. Well, you appear to be far more fluent with sentinel procedure than I. Veiled implication understood. If you'll excuse me, I best return to my work tasks. If you were a sentinel, or in some sentinel-adjacent role, I'd of course be honored to have you inspect my belongings. Unfortunately, my house is currently besieged by Crabbles. In any case, back to it.
Time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to...
The Outlander I spoke with before. What brings you back around? Whew. If you...
Look who's back.
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilance, we must all fulfill our duty.
Наказывают за это, за прыжки. Хотя бы один спокон, ладно. На этом. Так, что здесь, в принципе, еще осталось? здесь, в принципе, что-нибудь еще есть. Так. Кстати. Прикольно. Так, где вообще хоть что-нибудь? Так, кто этот? Сырая биомасса. Какая лепота. Фу. Здесь что? Так, а что сразу-то еще? Какой-то плакат. Так, где выход? А пути? Вот где. Ладно. Нет, слушай, патона.
The Outlander I spoke with before. What brings you back around?
Why, that's wonderful. I'm actually quite relieved a fellow customer like yourself somehow saw through my carefully maintained act. Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature. I am hardly one of the herd around here. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials. Why, they are certainly inspiring. There's this one character who just laughs at danger, says he hand makes his own luck. Is that not the grandest thing you ever heard? You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret, I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets. If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell. Ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate and mean. No, I'd hardly risk life and limb trying to convert her.
Fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch working with
Давай.
That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not intend to hang. Oh, did you have another mission in mind? One especially designed for my unique talents?
Конечно.
Of course. Toodaloo.
Like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's Choice. So don't fret, the system...
Hey there. Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss? If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell. Ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the family, that seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not intend to hang. Oh, did you have another mission? Hey there. Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss?
That is keen as I am to entertain this. Am I expected to take traders and corporatists at their word? Let me see that. Yes. Yes. This does appear to be hers. Unfortunately, there are reports of the Harvester having been repaired in the wake of her sabotage. Though her triumph may not have endured, it was a good effort nonetheless. Should Montelli deign to interrogate me for my associations, I'll be certain to inform him of her patriotism. This displeases me. Sabotage is only as good as the further suffering inflicted once its victims know the truth. Though I suppose a minor inconvenience is also acceptable. I'm thankful for the report. Now I just require my fool of a cousin in hand. Be on your way.
Все? Явно нет.
I've been mulling on the information about her. Good.
Ладно, ребят, всем спасибо за просмотр. Им займусь чуть позже. Буквально в следующей серии, скорее всего. Ладно, всем спасибо за просмотр, ребят. Еще раз. Лайк, подписки приветствуются. Всем бай-бай.